Hello everybody, my name is Carolin Soldo. Welcome back to our channel with another episode and the most powerful business scaling strategies for your powerhouse business. Today I want to talk to you about systemizing your company to grow it with ease. As you know, I'm all about saving you time. I'm all about giving you peace of mind, giving you that calmness back so that you can continue to grow your business and reach your full potential without burning out, without overwhelm, and without stress. And using systems, tools, and software, as well as people, the right way is so crucial when it comes to growing your company. And I have my good friend Amber Vilhauer with me today, and she is the expert when it comes to growing your business with ease, leveraging systems, people, and tools, managing yourself as well. And she's going to give us her best tips all about how to grow your company with ease and with systemizing and leveraging everything so that you can scale. As always, before we get started, make sure you hit the bell and you subscribe to our channel so that you always know when new episodes become available here every week.
Welcome to Powerhouse Business on YouTube. I'm your host, Carolin Soldo. I'm a business owner, business scaling master, and mom of 2 boys. I love thinking big, pushing boundaries, and doing things differently. Most of all, I'm all about achieving massive growth with ease and helping you scale your business by living the life you love. Let's go.
Well, Amber, welcome to the show. I'm so excited that you're here and can't wait to talk to you about systemizing your business.
Yes.
You know, you are an amazing expert when it comes to that in your own business, helping your clients in the programs that you've built, and it's just such an important part in launching and growing our business. So welcome.
Yes, thank you. And honestly, for all of you listening, Carolin is one of my favorite people on the entire planet. So you were very lucky to have found her, and I'm just happy to be here sharing the space with her today.
Oh, you're so sweet. Awesome. And likewise, Amber is not just a partner, but Amber is a friend, and we've known each other for, I don't know, a couple of years now, it feels like, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So what that means is that we're going to give you, some real good transparency and things that we've actually experienced in our business. And I know whatever Amber shares and teaches, she actually does it. So she walks it's proven and tested, and it actually works, right?
Yes.
And so sometimes people might say, oh, systems are boring and they're overwhelming and I don't want to deal with it. And what does it actually mean to, create leverage in a business? So maybe kick us off with, why you think systemizing and leveraging is so important, and also what do you understand? Like, what is the definition in your mind for that?
So in my mind, to answer your question, what are operations? What are systems and procedures? For me, I just look at my business and I try to be very aware of what I'm doing all the time. And I think, like, if I'm doing a task, you'll just start to develop this awareness, like, man, I should not be doing this. This is not a good use of my time or my unique abilities. What I've learned about myself is that I should be out speaking and talking with clients. That's my unique ability, is building connection and relationships, not sending email or even doing a lot of the social media posts. So first, I think you have to have awareness of what you shouldn't be doing. And then it's a matter of documenting, not just step by step how to do this task so you can give it to your assistant to do for you,
right,
but telling them why this task matters so that you're developing their thought leadership and ownership in that task. So now you have somebody that's almost an extension of the way that you think. That way you're going to feel more peace of mind, less controlling. They're going to be more effective. They're going to get things done in the way that you would have gotten it done, or very similarly. And all of a sudden, you just don't have to do everything in your business. It's more operational, and you're delegating out certain tasks to other people and setting them up for success.
I want to talk to you a little bit about your leverage to scale. You have there's a program, right, and which is amazing, and I've seen it. But before that, I'm curious to know what triggered you to make it. I want to know about how did that come about? There must be someone or many people who've said, Amber, I have these pain points, problems, and stressed out, overwhelmed. And you were like, okay, let me make something to help you. Is that how it was born?
The laws of content marketing basically say that if you do it consistently every single week, over time, it's a curve that starts to experience exponential growth. Most people don't do it long enough to ever get to the point where it scales up, right? But I knew better. And so getting this distraction every single week was a problem because my business was growing, more clients, more sales calls, more everything. So I was literally sitting there one day just so frustrated I could scream, and I thought there has to be a better way. And then it dawned on me. Okay, I just took a beat and I tried to just use my mind for creative purposes for a moment. I thought, well, video is really where the internet is going, because this was like 6-7 years ago before video was what it is today. And I thought, what if I were to create like a batch of tip videos? And by the way, I want you to be listening to this as a way that you can then use that to build a system for anything, right? So I just want to make sure that that's clear. So I was thinking, if I could create these batch of tip videos and I'm doing them over and over and over again, let's say I do 10 within a couple of hours, and they're short 3 to 5 little minute educational tip videos. That could replace a blog post, right? And it's more effective because video is the most effective way to develop personal connection with people in a digital space. So I thought, by batch recording, I'll actually get faster because I'm in the momentum, versus if I just did one a week, I'd have to like do that build up moment to get ready for recording the one video. So I'd record a batch of videos, but then what if I could just not have to do anything else after that? What if I could literally put into a document, Jill, my assistant, Jill, I would like you every week to watch one video. Then I want you to extract the key takeaways. Then I want you to figure out the number one keyword. Then I want you to go into Google Ad Tool and I want you to do some keyword research. Then I want you to figure out a title. Then I want you to write a description in this way, and then the tags and the artwork. And all of a sudden I started building out this whole sequence for how she could do the video, the blogging, the email marketing, all of my social media. So I sat down, recorded the batch videos. I gave her this document of all the steps, and I said, here's what I would like you to do. Here's why it matters. Here's what I'm hoping for. Best of luck to you. And she literally went out. She was so empowered. She was excited to have something to call her own. She crushed it. Years later, I had totally taken this for granted. Like I built it for myself and it was working so well. A client said, oh, I'm having this pain point. And I thought, well, why don't you just do what I do? And he said, that's brilliant. Why aren't you selling that? And I said, well, I have no idea. I guess it is a good idea. Yeah. With the things we take for granted. But anyway, that can really apply for anything in your business. You're thinking, this is dysfunctional. It's a distraction. How can I document it and give it out to somebody else and see what happens?
What do you think? What's the potential? Like there's some legwork to be done, except if people buy your course, then there's no legwork. But if they choose to do it themselves, which they shouldn't, but if they do.
What I can tell you is this. You start small, right? So literally let's pretend it's today. Today I'm having this moment where it's like there's just so much going on and I feel like I'm drowning. Take a beat. And in that moment, you might look at your inbox and think, do I really need to be the one responding to all of those emails? Is there anything in here that I could extract out as like, maybe I responded to this email once and I put it into a template so that the next time somebody asks me that question, I already have something to start from. So you just have to like almost extract yourself out of the chaos for a minute and just be mindful of like, even if you just proceduralize one thing today and then one thing tomorrow, maybe a few things the next day, because now you're starting to get into a rhythm with it and you're like, oh my gosh, this is really exciting, because it is. I think you can go as fast or as slow with this as you want to. You're never going to hit a point where you just say, my job here is done. Everything has a system behind it and I feel good, right? Because you're always going to go back and refine your systems and procedures, or, some new technology came in and then that changes the way you were doing your marketing. And so now you need to revisit it. Like there's always more to do. So if it's never going to be officially done, we can sort of just settle into, well, what can I do today to improve my situation? And I think that you can really start to feel a difference even inside of a week. And even if it's not like loads have been taken off of your plate, you're going to feel the difference up here. You're going to feel relief. You're going to know there's an end in mind, and it's going to do wonders for your creativity and how you're servicing your clients. Then within the next few months and the next few months, I can tell you in my business, I waited too long. And I thought, I'm superhuman. It's not going to apply to me. I'm a driver. I'm a doer. I'm a high performer, right? Until I got all the way up to seriously an unbelievable amount of workload before I just kind of snapped mentally. And I thought, this is exhausting. I don't want to keep up with this anymore. Yeah. I guess the point is with that, it took me almost a year before I completely felt a massive, massive difference in my lifestyle. If you start sooner and just keep consistent with it, it can happen pretty quickly for you.
Now let's get a little bit more into the details, because people might be wondering, what are Amber's favorite ways to organize herself?
So I actually have a couple of things that I can share. Number one, my end of work day routine. The last half an hour before I end a work day, I clear my desk. I actually put all my Post-it notes away, the gel pens, all the stuff, clean off my desk. And then I created my own to-do book because I couldn't find one that really matched what I wanted. Wow. So I literally just opened up a Word document and created my own, where each day has its own page. So at the end of the day, I will flip the page. So tomorrow's Thursday, and I'll write out my to-do list for tomorrow before I end the workday today, because then I get to leave with my desk clean. I know what I'm doing tomorrow. I go take care of my son, and I'm not distracted thinking about, oh, I got to remember this thing. Oh, I got to tell this person that thing. I get to walk into my office the next morning feeling refreshed and ready to go. The other thing that I do on a Sunday while my son is napping is I have this business journal. And then these are all of my projects for the week that I want to have eyes on. And so I've broken it down by division. So there are website clients or book launch clients, other things that I've committed to, and I'll write out a clean, fresh list for what I want to have eyes on for the week. Then I have my daily to-dos. And honestly, I feel free. I really do. I don't have that constant monkey mind chatter up here because I know it's documented.
So people always want to know about, best practices, mistakes. So one question I'd like to ask everybody are either the 3 biggest mistakes that people make or the 3 biggest tips you have. Could go or both. You can talk about mistakes and tips, but best practices. And let's think about someone who already has a business and stuff is already happening. So we're not building from ground zero. We have someone who's already in their business. I know we talked about a lot already. So can we add anything?
Yeah. One thing that comes up is that's been so great for me, and I have a feeling it's going to be great for you guys too, is to document in videos. We might think, if you go back and do some more formal training, people think that a system or procedure needs to be in a Google document, right? Maybe there's some screenshots or links. What I have found is if I can take a tool like Zoom or Loom or something like that, Camtasia, I will record my screen or just my face or sometimes both. And I'll say, okay, guys, the purpose of this training video is that I'm going to teach you how to send out onboarding emails to our website clients. The first thing that you're going to do is blah, blah, blah. The second thing you're going to do is this, and here's why. The third thing, da, 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 da. And then all of a sudden they're watching me go through how to set up the checkout page, how to set up our project management. They're visually seeing it and they're hearing it. The second thing that's coming up is make sure that you are explaining why something matters. I used to, in the beginning, just say, hey, I just want you to be upbeat in email to our clients. And sometimes it would happen and then it would kind of trail off. And I'd question, why is that not more consistent? It seems like a pretty obvious thing to be upbeat to the people we're communicating with. But then I started to look at, so I'm not developing their thinking enough. So I really explored that and I thought, all right, maybe if I explain it that, yes, we want to be upbeat with our clients and I want you to look at it like this is an opportunity to really brighten their day. You know how when I brighten your day and I get you to smile, it just feels so good. And then you just want to hang out with me forever. That's it right there. That's what I want you to do on client email. Now they get it and they're like, oh, I can do that. So just make sure you're taking it always one step a little bit further to try to make sure that that's really clear to them. And the last thing that I would say is, I would say go back and revisit your systems and procedures quarterly, because most people, and I am guilty of this right now. I know there are systems that are outdated and it becomes a bottleneck in the future. And as you start to grow your company, you don't have time for bottlenecks, right? You need to be operating in efficiency. So make a routine to go back and look at what's outdated and ask your team to update that so it's always current.
I want to talk about the Leverage to Scale program, because we mentioned that a little bit here. So Amber, tell us as much as you want about, what's in there. So maybe give us a good overview where we can find out more about it. And then I also know you have a new training video out, so I want to talk about that one too.
So Leverage to Scale, you can go to leveragetoscale.com, and there's a demo video that actually gives you a visual of what this is. But it is basically a membership portal full of systems and procedures that train an assistant on your team how to do all of your foundational marketing for you. So like we talked about, video, editing and optimization, blog post every single week, all of your social media on all major channels. Imagine if that was done for you as your brand, your uniqueness, your personality. This is not like a cookie cutter template. I don't believe in those. It's me developing an assistant on your team, giving them thought leadership and teaching them how to be your brand, an extension of your brand online. And then also there's an email marketing component. So if you go, you can check out the demo video. You can get a whole sense of the back end of it. And then if you want, we could even schedule a call just to see if it's a fit in your business. Because for me, I really want to make sure that I am giving ownership back to the business owner, where you don't feel forced into spending thousands of dollars a month hiring an agency to do this for you, and you don't even know what they're doing. And you're not necessarily hiring an assistant hoping they know what they're doing. I've been in this industry for 15 years. I know what I'm doing. So I'm basically teaching and mentoring them so they can do your marketing for you as if I were doing it for you. The marketing, so I did this 40-minute training video just very, very, very recently. Yeah. And this training video is for free. It's at ambervilhauer.com/marketing course. And in this video, you and your team should watch this. But I talk about the connection crisis and how hard it is right now to engage with people on social media. You know how it seems that nobody can really hear your message? It's like you're not getting through. I address why that's happening, and then easy, simple ways that you can make a personal connection with your following so it seems like you're right there having a conversation with them, even though your assistant is doing it for you or a video is doing it for you. And so I'm going to give you all of the practices that I personally do in my business and what I've taught to my clients, and it's just free in this 40-minute course that we'll give to your following.
Amazing. And all the links are going to be below in the description. They are on the screen somewhere. So if you're not following the URL, don't worry. Check out the description for both content pieces, Leverage to Scale, and then the 40-minute video that Amber talked about. You can find it right there. And yeah, I mean, we all want to attract qualified buyers, the right types of people. And it is all about the message and connection. I feel like connection is going down. We're not really connecting anymore on social media. People don't know how. There's blogs. There's all this noise. So I feel like this is coming in at a really crucial time.
It is. And I know how. This is what I spend my time doing. I'm even writing a book about this. It is a priority. It's mandatory that we get back to connecting. Automation is a good idea in theory, but it strips out the human element. And I think that those two things can happen together, and I've been proving it. So happy to have a conversation anytime that somebody has questions about it. I'm such a giver, so you can use that.
I know you are, and that's why you're here. That's awesome. And the best part, and I want to really make that point you just said, it's about the systems that you're teaching us and the software and people and all of it. and leveraging as much as possible, but with that human touch and never using the authenticity behind it and really, getting that to come through. So the best of both worlds, really.
Yes,
right?
Exactly.
Awesome. Wonderful. Well, Amber, I want to respect your time. And this has been jam-packed with thought leadership and tangible action items and value and just massive love. So as always, thank you so much. You're the best.
I'm so happy for this opportunity. Thank you.
Of course. And again, check out Amber's course, the training video, her website, everything. Highly recommend everything that she's doing, and just so honored to, again, have you here today.
Thanks.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for watching. We'll see you again soon. And now I want to hear from you down below in the comments. Let's have a conversation. Let me know which tips you love the most. Let me know what questions you have. And I also would love to know how you're implementing systems and structures, people and processes in your business to help your business grow with ease. And as always, I have something really special for you today. In just a couple of weeks from now, our big event, Fascination Live, is happening in Buffalo, New York on April 18th and 19th. And did you know that you have less than 7 seconds to have someone really become aware of you, become interested in you, and pay attention to you? You have 7 seconds or less to make an amazing first impression on someone. And if you don't know how to make that impression and how to become really fascinating to the people that you want to work with in your business, in your target market, then the competition will take them over, you'll be ignored, and you'll be forgotten. And I know that sounds harsh, but it's the truth. In today's busy marketplace, with all the marketing happening out there, you need to know how to put your best face forward, right? How to show up in a way that's authentic to you, but also in a way that can truly fascinate your niche, so that your ideal clients choose you over the competition, so that you can clearly communicate your value. You can build that following, and you can be someone who really is inspiring to people. And this is important if you are in finance, in legal, a realtor, a consultant, a coach, a speaker, nutritionist. It does not matter, because we all have brands and we all stand for something. At Fascination Live, on the first day, Robin Sales and I are going to partner up to help you uncover your fascination factor. We're going to show you what makes you fascinating to the market and how to really leverage that and bring that into your personal brand and really infiltrate your entire business and how you show up to the world out there with your best assets, right? Your best aspects and your fascination factor. Once day one is over, you will know exactly what makes you fascinating, what your personality traits really are, how to bring that out more, and how to truly shine. On day 2 of Fascination Live, I'm going to show you my proprietary business scaling method. And together we will make a 90-day growth plan that will have the power to grow your business by 20, 50, maybe 100% or more. And I'm going to do it in a very special way by walking you through the 6 levers of scale. And those are the 6 key areas that literally hold your untapped potential for growth, as well as your greatest blind spots. So we will take the whole day analyzing your business in those 6 key areas to find your greatest potential for revenue and profit growth, as well as find your blocks and your blind spots, what you might not be seeing right now, so we can propel you moving forward and grow your business without just working more. It's about doing it the smart way and finding those levers and those things that can move the needle for your business quickly and easily. To get your ticket right now, all you need to do is go to carolinsoldo.com/fascination-live. The link is right there or below in the description. We have less than 20 tickets left at this point, and they're selling out fast. So if this is interesting to you, if you know you want to be fascinating and you want to grow your business with ease and excellence, this event is for you. In the description, again, there is the link. Go there right now, grab your ticket, and I would love to see you live in person with me in Buffalo in just a couple of weeks from now. As always, stay focused on your goals because I believe that you are meant to bring your passions to the world. And when you're able to systemize your business and hire people and manage them the right way, you'll be able to impact so many more lives. You'll be able to serve your clients at such a higher level. You'll have more fun, you'll have more time, and all the good things. And that's what I want for you. If this episode resonated with you, if this episode gave you value, make sure you hit the like button, make sure you subscribe, maybe even share it with your friends. If you have business owner friends, make sure you share this episode with them. Do them a favor, help them grow their business, help them get some of their time back too. And then make sure you come back again next week for more powerful business scaling strategies for your powerhouse business.